channel. Today, let's move the camera into a little bit of better place so I can see. There we go. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing our first look at the Madden 24 gameplay. I've been watching videos on this. I don't know how I feel about it yet, but we're just going to jump in, take a look at it. It's about half hour long. We'll probably cut this thing down a little bit just to take a look at what they got going on. I was
made
here we
for
go.
this.
Madden 24 gameplay trailer.
And
So let's
now
see what all
I'm
this is
rebuilt
about.
and rewired with teammates who have my back, just like I have theirs. So when I hit,
Okay, tackling looks a little bit better. Good block right there.
and scramble, my
I can see
intentions are
that.
felt.
I ain't playing with you.
And
When
nice
it's time to
interception by the
show down,
defense.
I show them how it's done.
I ain't playing by the rules.
Off the cuff and on the run.
Show you what these hands are doing.
Not too sure about that
Making
sidearm
plays
throw.
is the
Diving
name of
pass
the
by
game,
Pat.
baby. No matter how big or small the stage is, I write the script, and I'm the star.
Show you what these hands are doing. I ain't playing with you. I'ma show you what these hands are doing.
I was made for this.
All right, that's the official gameplay trailer that they launched a few weeks ago, I want to say. A few things that I noticed was the blocking seemed to be a little bit better, especially when you're scrambling out of the pocket. It looked like the tight end made another block to help his quarterback out, which is something that happens in real life too. But it hasn't happened in Madden in a long time. Like usually, at least for the users, your guys just don't pick up the blocks that they're supposed to, and that was a big problem with all the Maddens. Like your players would basically dumb out and like not either not pick up their assignments or block in front of you. A lot of times, like you got a blitz coming in, or not even a blitz, like a 4-man rush, and your left tackle or right guard will shift over to somebody that they're not supposed to be blocking, and somebody comes in free. And then whoever was supposed to be blocking that guy comes back into their stance, in their blocking stance, backing up towards the quarterback while he's getting sacked, when he should have been making that block to begin with. That's one of the things that I hope they fix in Madden 24. Another thing is playing against the CPU. I hope they fixed playing against bad teams, and those bad teams playing like they're Super Bowl champions, especially the quarterbacks that are ranked like 69, 68 overall, and then they light you up. They go 28-29 for 452 yards, 7 touchdowns, no interceptions. But then again, the following week you play a quarterback like Pat Mahomes. He'll go 16-40, 1 touchdown, 4 interceptions for 162 yards. It just doesn't make any sense. The logic does not make sense when it comes to those things. Those are the things that I hope they fix. The overpowering defense, the overpowering offensive line for the CPU, which is aggravating because you can blitz 7 guys against the CPU and nobody will get in. Their quarterback can stand in the pocket for 12 years. But then the CPU will rush 4 players and you have no time in the pocket to do anything. You barely even get to your first read with no X factors, and you could have a 90 overall offensive line going against a 60 overall defensive end, and they're going to beat you. They're going to get in there and get sacks, but you can have a 90 overall defensive line against a 60 overall offensive line for the computer, and you're not going to get any sacks. You're not going to get any pressure on them. Another thing is, I hope they addressed is the dumbing out of wide receivers on passes that should be caught, that you get no reaction to, or you get no animation from your wide receiver to go for a pass, to attempt to try to catch the pass. Instead, they go into a defensive mode and they're trying to knock the ball out of the defender's hand who's behind them. When they're in front of the defender, they should be making the catch. Instead, they're turning around trying to swap the ball away, which, again, the logic makes no sense. I've been playing Madden for, God, since Madden was back in the Commodore 64. On an old computer that was a floppy disk that you would put in, enter the code, and then you would play it that way. And then it went to Super Nintendo, maybe Neo Geo, Sega CD, Sega Saturn, Sega Genesis, Super Nintendo, PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, 4, 5, Xbox One, Xbox, regular Xbox, Xbox Series X. I've been playing Madden for a long time. And after Madden 13, once they came out with Madden 13 and they just basically gutted the game, it hasn't been a good game since. But I'm hoping they make a lot of those adjustments to, basically a lot of it has to do with playing against the computer. Because, like I said, I don't play online. I don't play in a 35-man franchise. I don't play MUT. I just like to play a regular franchise with me and a couple friends, and we play a lot of against the computer. And sometimes, and like a lot of times, the computer is overpowering, and to beat them, you basically have to run the same plays over and over and over and over again, because if you don't, your players aren't going to get open. You're not going to have time in the pocket. You're not going to break any runs off. And on defense, it's basically, if you don't have an X factor on defense in the secondary, you're not going to stop anybody. That's what it comes down to. Like, you're going to blitz. You can take away the inside. If you go inside, they throw outside. If you go outside, they throw inside. If you go over the top, they go short. If you pick underneath, they go over the top. Is no matter what you do against the CPU, they do the exact opposite every single time. So I'm hoping those are the things that they adjust, or that they addressed. The blocking looks like it's going to be a lot better for the running. People are going to pick up their gaps. You're going to be able to follow your blocks this time. But it seems like it's going to be another, not necessarily a Madden 20 where the running was outrageous, but it seems like they focus more on the run blocking this year. So it might be another Madden game that you run the ball a lot, which I hope it's not. But with that, that's my review on this game. Like I said, I'm hoping for the best, but I'm expecting the worst. Like I said, eventually it's going to come out. Somebody's going to find some kind of glitch in the game. They're going to expose it. It's going to be all over the internet, all over TikTok, all over Facebook, all over Instagram, wherever they post their clips, and it's going to be the meta. But I hope it doesn't, but it's going to. But that's why I don't play online. I don't play 32-man franchises, and I just stick to playing with a couple friends. We just have fun playing the game. But with that, I'll see you guys in Madden 24. I'm out.